That's not bad.
No, but it's not getting
How
absorbed.
many get absorbed? Right.
That's
right.
the problem.
It's
So
not
how
what
are
they're
people
looking
closing
for
right now? Like those ones that you know of this year,
Mhm.
or in the last whatever year, what are they doing to close? Like what are the extremes that people have to go to in order to be able to close those units? Because now obviously their rates are different, qualifying is different.
Beg, borrow, and steal. I mean, a lot of the people looking to sell their assignments, at least with us, like have been people who can close if push comes to shove. So they're like, hey, list my unit at original purchase plus 10%. That way I'm not eating a loss. And if we get it, we get it. And if we don't, we close. Right. Like that's the bulk. Is it's just people who are like looking at the market. They're like, I don't really want to rent this thing out for negative cash flow. I don't know what the next 3 years holds for the property market. I'd like to just get out of this hole, get my deposits back, pay my commissions, pay my legal fees, and still make 10 grand or whatever. Just like walk away from this thing. But like
is that the formula plus purchase price plus 10%?
Roughly. I mean, it depends
be?
on the building. It could be, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of those people in my experience are just closing.
Just closing.
Yeah.
So like that's crazy, right?
So they don't want to take a loss, like the investors in the assignment market.
But how are they getting
want blood?
approved?
How like, you're going to make
approved?
10 grand on this? I don't think so. I want you to cover X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
Like it's.
But like how are some of these people getting approved?
Well, they're not end users; they're investors, right?
They're all investors.
5 years ago, they bought a $400,000 one bedroom, right. So yeah, rates have gone up a lot, and the ratios are different than they were. But like, if you were stretched to the limit already, like, why were you buying like, you know what I mean? Most people weren't. Right. Most people whose like primary takes up their whole ratio, they've got like no ability to service any more debt. Like they're not buying, or they shouldn't be buying one bedroom pre-construction condos for investment to close on. So, you know, in borrowing costs being up, like for most people, like it does, like believe me, I've had some situations where some people, just because of me being in the media and my YouTube channel and stuff, like some people have approached me and like, hey, I'm closing on 3 condos, like $2 million in commitments, and here's my income, and here, like, what do I do? And I'm like, you're fucked.
You're fucked,
you're
buddy.
fucked.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you the scenario of the week, and obviously I don't get these often, but these are the real stories that are out there right now. Is somebody bought a property, right? I won't give too many details here. That was way more than they could ever afford, and their solution to being able to afford this was to buy 3 more smaller ones, so that they could flip those in the meantime once they were ready to close, to make enough money to be able to qualify for the big one that they really wanted to get into.
Who needs Dave Ramsey? This is genius.
Right.
This is the Canadian playbook right here. This is right from the playbook.
Guys, this is what we're dealing right now. It's like, all right, little Johnny needs a new bike. Refinance the house. Oh, last week I was sick. I couldn't work. Refinance the house. Like, this is the economy we're in. It's so scary what could be coming down the pipeline for some of these people, right? It's insane.
Well, I think that like just the pre-construction condo investing phase caught a lot of people who shouldn't really have been pre-construction condo investors.
So, but is it going to change?
Not in a position to ever have done that. But everybody around them, they felt like was doing it. So they went ahead and bought a 1 bedroom or whatever. Right. And a lot of them just like didn't really have any business doing that.
Is it going to change? Does it need to change? Or do those people just need to be like pumped out of the system?
I think they need to be washed out, but also I don't think it's going to change.
Right.
Like sentiment, you know, there's been a couple launches in the past few weeks and sales centers are packed again. And as somebody who sells these things, even I'm sitting there scratching my head, like, what's going on?
Yeah. I had lunch with Ryan and Adam yesterday, and everybody's like, what the hell's going on here?